Hey guys, so it's almost May. It's May. Which means I had January, February, March, and April to read, right? Well, wrong. I finally finished my first book of the year in April. So I thought I would go over the books that I read because I'm about halfway done. As of right now, I'm halfway done with my second book for the year. And then go over the books that I want to read in May. So, here we go. The first book I read in April, which I was actually reading I started it like January 1st, was The Invention of Wings. Put it right here. I don't have a physical copy. Most of my books I read on Libby. I don't have the Kindle, I have the Kindle Fire tablet, which I much prefer because I can download other apps and do other things on it. The only downside is that it's harder to read outside, but I did get a screen protector cover thingy that does help with that, so that's pretty nice. But I read The Invention of Wings. It's by Sue Monk Kidd, I believe. I might have that wrong. And I read another one of her books, The Secret Life of Bees. I really enjoyed both of those books. I think both of them were 5-star. I read The Secret Life of Bees last summer, 2025. They were both very enjoyable books. They both kind of focus on racism. Honestly, The Invention of Wings it's in two perspectives. It's a perspective of a slave and the perspective of a slave owner. They're both children in the beginning, but it goes through their whole lives pretty much. And I just really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty positive. It was interesting to see like a perspective of a slave owner that doesn't want to be a slave owner, but because she was born into a family of slave owners, I mean, what other choice do you have? But I thought that was pretty interesting. I would say it's a 5-star read for sure. Detail, very in-depth. And then the second book that I am almost done with is The Same Backward as Forward, which is by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. It's the prequel to the Inheritance Games series, which, I mean, I've loved every single book by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Actually, 2 of the books I want to read in May are by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I've loved every book that I've read that was by her. Highly recommend literally any of them. They're all psychological thrillers. They're all very puzzle focused, at least the ones I've read. That I feel like is just a very interesting, engaging. It's very engaging, for sure. And I'm only halfway through, but I already know it's going to be a 5-star read for me because I absolutely love all of her books. I also like that one because it is also 2 perspectives. I do find it a little interesting. It's about halfway through the book because I'm just over halfway through the book. The first half is in one perspective, and the second half is starting back from the beginning in the other perspective. So I do find that a little interesting, and I am enjoying it so far. So I would also recommend that. And now I have 3 books in front of me that I am hoping to have the time to read in May, but I'm busy. We're all busy, so who knows? My reading goal of 24 books this year, 2026, we'll see about that, given I've only finished 1.5. And it's April. It's May. It's May. So, first book is The Ruling Class by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and also Lessons in Power. This is a duology that I think was recently, almost a year ago. These were republished. They were under a different title originally. So, I don't know how to feel about that. And I also actually don't know what either of these books are about. So, I'm looking forward to these. it's been a long time since I've held a physical book in my hands. So like this feels like a long book, but it's really probably not, given that most of the books I read on my Kindle are 600 plus pages. So this is probably 600 pages, maybe total. But I am really looking forward to these. If you've read them, let me know your thoughts below. And then the other book I want to read in May, hopefully, if I get to it, is When the Apricots Bloom. Apricots. I don't know. I also don't know what this one's about, but it seems interesting. So, I found this one at a Goodwill. I also like getting books at Goodwill. Very fun. Very interesting. I enjoy picking up a random book on the Goodwill shelf and reading it, because you find some pretty interesting things. So, hopefully, I'll finish these all in May, and I can give you guys reviews maybe in June. That's how months work. But we'll see if I get to any of them. So, these are my books. May. So how many books have you read so far this year? That's what I want to know. Let me know in the comments. Bye.